What's going on, guys? WrestleMania weekend is upon us, and I am excited about watching it because this card is pretty stacked. I'm not gonna lie to you, but unfortunately in this list I only can give you guys 6 of the matches that I'm very excited to watch. Now before we get into that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the bell next to it to get an update every time I upload a video. Let me know, guys, where you guys watching WrestleMania? What are you wearing to watch WrestleMania? I don't know what I'm doing or what I'm wearing, but I will let you guys know that probably about tomorrow because I am a professional procrastinator. Yes, it's a problem. I will fix it. But anyways, I want to start off by saying a match that I think is going to be a sleeper match, or is a sleeper match right now, and could pretty much be really good, and give you guys just 2 honorable mentions before I get into my official top 6 list. So the sleeper that I have right here is Braun Strowman and Ricochet versus Street Profits versus Alpha Academy versus Viking Raiders. And the reason why I feel like this is underrated, obviously a lot of people don't put too much of an investment into these type of matches unless there's a title on the line. But for me, one of the things that I did love about Triple H, especially when he was over the black and gold version of NXT, the original black and gold, I'm sorry, is that these tag team matches that he had at these takeovers were fantastic. Even during the regular shows, they were fantastic. They were, the way they were orchestrated, the way they had so much tag team moves and things like that, it was just amazing. And to have majority of these people besides Braun Strowman being alumni of the NXT that Triple H was over, I don't expect nothing less than being amazing. I mean, you can say what you want about Viking Raiders, but back when they were War Machine, they would put on some crazy matches, especially at these takeovers. So with them being on the big stage now and them barely being on TV, I feel like they have a chip on their shoulder to have, like, hey, I'm not gonna just come out here dressed like Kratos. I'm gonna show you guys that we are great wrestlers, and I can't wait to see how they, their ring attire when they come out. Like, they always have some great interests. But like I said, these NXT alumni tag teams, you got the Viking Raiders, you got 2 members from 2 different tag teams that were there. In Alpha Academy, which Otis, obviously Heavy Machinery, and unfortunately they split them up when they came up to the main roster. But one guy that I do love and I feel like is very underrated, Chad Gable. Hopefully they give him an opportunity to show off in this match. And the Street Profits, I mean, we all know the Street Profits, man. Put your red cups in the air. We already know. But we know that Montez Ford is, getting a push. Like, he's showing out. So they're going to give him an opportunity to shine. So I can't wait to see that beautiful frog splash. It's going to be amazing. And also, Ricochet does what he does. He's been one of my favorite wrestlers since he was in Lucha Underground, man. Prince Puma, down since day one. But Braun Strowman, as much as people don't like him or whatever the case may be, even though he always comes in with those Santa Claus pants on, I think they're going to find a way to make it interesting for him to be in this match. So I just can't wait for sheer entertainment. I don't care about anything outside of that. I just think it's going to be a good match. And now for my 2 honorable mentions, unfortunately, I have to put these 2 matches here. When they first announced these matches, I never thought that I would put these 2 matches in the honorable mentions, but unfortunately, here they are. We have Bianca versus Asuka and Charlotte versus Rhea Ripley. Both these matches are honorable mentions. I can't put them in my top 6. I know they're women's championship matches. I understand that. I love all 4 of these women, but the build up to these matches haven't really been there, honestly. And with that being said, with the build up being the way it is, the only reason I really care about these matches, outside of the fact that I think they will be good matches, is to see the possibility of the challenger winning the championship, like the possibility of Asuka winning, possibility of Rhea Ripley winning. That's really the draw for these matches, in my personal opinion. And I guess I'll give Rhea Ripley a little bit of a leeway because the only reason why she's in this match is because she won the Royal Rumble, which is not, I'm not trying to downplay that. That's not a feat that anybody can do. But I say that because even with that, that's already a handicap to help you put whatever type of build you want to put between these 2 women. I mean, they have slight history. I don't know why they didn't use that to their advantage, but it is what it is. I think they'll be good matches, but not having a great build kind of took away the excitement for this. Now, get to the official list. Now, for this match right here, I know it's going to be kind of hypocritical. I mean, the build up for this match was okay, but I'm more excited about the match itself. It's one of my favorite types of matches with my favorite types of people. This right here is Gunther versus Sheamus versus Drew McIntyre. Triple threat for the IC title, the beautiful IC title. I don't care what you guys think. That title looks amazing. It looks like if you twist it a couple of times in a weird way, you'll unlock something. That's just the way it looks like to me. But I love this match because I'm a big fan of hardcore, no holds barred matches, extremely heavy hitting matches, and I think that's exactly what we're going to get here. You got chops for Gunther, him unloosing the cannon with the elbow, chopping people in the chest. We got Sheamus coming in with the bro kick. You got Drew McIntyre coming in with the Claymore. So it's going to be a lot of bruised chest, heads, and arms and legs, and I love those type of matches. And these are 3 people that I thought would be great to spearhead if they had like a type of a hardcore title again, not necessarily hardcore, but more so people who are just heavy hitters, you know, like these three. Keith Lee could have been in there. Big E could have been in there. I mean, Baron Corbin, even Cat Moss. Did you guys see their no holds barred match last year? I think that you can add them in that too. But back to the stars of this match, man. It's gonna be a heavy. Oh, add Matt Riddle in there too and Randy Orton. But with this right here, man, this match here with Gunther, Sheamus, and Drew McIntyre, man, this is going to be a heavy hitting match, man, and I cannot wait to watch this. Especially Sheamus, all the bruising is gonna be showing on him for sure. We all know why. Now for number 5, we have Trish Stratus, Lita, and Becky versus Damage Control, fighting for the Women's Tag Team Championships, aka the Beyblade Championships. And I can't wait to watch this match because I think overall it's gonna be a good match. The back and forth between Becky and Bayley, their history together. That's one thing I love about feuds, is when they pull back from history and bring it into now. And Becky, I mean, the last time she had a promo, what was that, on Raw at the end? She looked like she's just fed up and tired about this whole Damage Control thing. So to see her be this aggressive and going into this match, I think it's gonna be a good match. But also ultimately, I gotta say what everybody else is thinking. I really want to watch this match to see, you know, my wife once in the day when I was a kid, Trish Stratus finally, you know, showing up in this match. I can't wait to see what she does. Absolutely Lita too, you know, she's great in the ring, so I can't wait to see what she does. Also to add that this is the first match that Becky and Bayley had against each other at a WrestleMania. Also with these rumors circulating that Trish Stratus, my girl, is going to turn on Becky, it's very interesting to see if those things are true. But I think overall it'll be great, like, to see this type of match. I think this match, as far as the women, just their entire, like the women's division, I really believe that this one had the most gravitas, like the most build, the most interest. So I cannot wait to see what happens in this match. Number 4, it is the Mysterio match between Rey Mysterio and ex-con Dom. You know, as much as people probably hate what's been going on and you don't like Dominic, you can't lie, bro. His heel turn has done wonders for his career. Wonders for his career, and he's been terrorizing his father for a long time, so this absolutely had a long build up until this point. And I love the funny things they did on video outside of the ring at the Mysterio house, when they, you know, ruined Christmas, ruined Thanksgiving, and, you know, ruining Valentine's Day. But ultimately, for me, as an old head, most of us old heads love to see a disrespectful kid getting their butt kicked, especially on national TV around millions upon millions of people. But I think this is going to be a fantastic match, and also with Rey Mysterio being inducted to the Hall of Fame and the possibility of him retiring, that adds some layers and some intrigue into what will happen in this match. So I can't wait to see what happens here. All right, so number 3, this match right here, I was excited to see after they gave us a clue that this match is going to happen at Royal Rumble, and that is Seth freaking Rollins versus Logan Paul. Now I get it, most of you guys don't like Logan Paul, you guys don't think he belongs there. I know Becky had a few words about people coming in and wrestling 3 times a year and having these type of matches. I get it, he took a space for someone who's been wrestling all year round. I get that, but there's one thing you cannot deny or dismiss: his match against Roman Reigns was fantastic. You can't take that from him. Every time he's in the ring, as far as wrestling, it's a pretty fantastic match, or he gives us a pretty fantastic spot like he did with Ricochet. Like, how can you deny this man? So he had a great match with Roman Reigns. I think that this match with Seth Rollins may be just as good. I mean, we're talking about Seth freaking Rollins, who's been on fire for the past year. On fire for the past year. And every feud he's been a part of have had some really good matches, if not the best match of the night or of the pay-per-view, whatever way you want to look at it. So I don't know what to expect here. There's no title here. The storyline building up to this was ho-hum. I mean, how much can you get out of having a professional wrestler versus a social media mogul? Like, there isn't much you could really put there. But for me, I'm excited to watch this. Next up, we have Roman Reigns, the Tribal Chief, versus the Super Saiyan Pastor, Cody Rhodes, man. And I cannot wait to see what happens in this match. There's so much build up and intrigue, man. I love everything about Cody Rhodes. He looks like a champion. He talks like a champion. He walks like a champion. He acts like a leader. I love every aspect of his character. And to go against somebody who's showing leadership in the opposite way by abusing the people in his family is an interesting thing. Now, the bigger thing here, I think it's a whole Floyd Mayweather type of thing, you know, like we used to do with like John Cena, like for people who didn't really like John Cena back in the day. Like we were just watching these matches to see him possibly lose the match. But But the fact is that the storyline that's been building up to this point has so many layers and so much intrigue that you can, if you pick Cody Rhodes or pick Roman Reigns, I can understand where you're coming from, right? They've made it so conflicting on either side. They made it so in the middle to where it's like either side would make sense to happen at this point. So I can't wait to see what happens. Personally, for me, I would love to see Cody Rhodes win, and ultimately, Cody Rhodes with his robe and everything, he looks fantastic. So I can only imagine what his entrance looks like at WrestleMania. So I cannot wait for this. Now, number one. It is the most obvious one. I think we all picked this one. I think number one and number two on my list can be switched back and forth, but it is the Usos versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. I cannot wait. There's so many layers in here because of Sami Zayn being the hottest babyface that's been going on in recent memory of WWE, with the whole bloodline storyline, with the layers between him and Jay, with the layers between him and Kevin Owens. And the issue is really between Jay and Sami. And then we're trying to figure out, hey, are they in cahoots? Are they working together? All of those things can be wrapped up into this match, and we can get some great storytelling here and some layers going on here. And the results of the match can change the trajectory of everything, and it can go any type of way, you know. That's why I put this number one outside of the Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes one, because it can go one way or the other, or it can affect the story one way or another. But with this one, there's so many layers involved in this, so much build up that came to this. So it's very, very interesting. We had the undisputed tag team titles on the line. To see Sami and for Kevin Owens win those tag team championship will be fantastic. To see the Usos retain, I guess, would make sense as well. So I cannot wait to see what they decide to do in this match. But even outside of all of that, we're talking about the Usos, one of the best tag team champions, best tag teams in the past decade. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, two of the best in-ring wrestlers in WWE. Having a fantastic match is automatic. There's no question about that. But that is my list right there. Number one, Usos versus Sami and Kevin. 2, Tribal Chief versus Super Saiyan Pastor. 3, Seth freaking Rollins versus Logan Paul. 4, the Mysterio battle. 5, Trish, Lita, Becky versus Damage Control. 6, Gunther, Sheamus versus Drew McIntyre. Let me know what your guys' top 6 is. Which ones would you guys rearrange my list? Who did I leave out that should have been put in? Let me know in the comment section. I know you guys are surprised that I didn't put Austin Theory versus John Cena in this match or in this list. I'm really interested to see that, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why I don't have them in this list. That's probably going to be a good match. I don't know. I don't know what to expect from that match, but I guess we'll see when we get there. But thank you guys so much for watching. Salute. Peace. Have a good day.